Joining us is Aztec Junior Rene Siluano. And Rene, first of all, thank you very much for the time. And just want to tell you from both of us, we've really enjoyed watching your career, both going back to high school at Oceanside and now here starting your third year with San Diego State.
Hey, Ted, Jordan. How you guys doing? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. One thing we were just discussing and looking through the depth chart in the 3-3-5, I love the name that Rocky Long has given you guys, where you've got the two traditional corners. The middle safety is the Aztec, and then you're part of the Warrior.
The Warrior
spot. I love that. Now tell me, what is the responsibility when you're playing the Warrior?
You know, as far as responsibilities in our defense, it's like a loaded question if you ask what our responsibilities are, because, man, if you watch out there, we do so many different things in every position. So you can't really set us on one particular responsibility except, covering guys because we're DB. But as far as alignments and assignments, we do a numerous number of things. So
all right, now
I can't really tell you our main responsibility.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, watching the way the defense is constantly moving and trying to keep the quarterback guessing, that doesn't surprise me at all. When we look back on Saturday's game against Washington, you had an excellent game, 7 tackles, had your second career forced fumble. Talk about how the defense really seemed to settle down after the first quarter. You kind of had your backs against the wall a little bit. The offense looked like they were driving. Suddenly they had to punt the ball away. Washington had good field position. Was it just a lot of adrenaline going at that point? Like, why was it that it seemed like it took you about a quarter to get your sea legs there?
Oh, well, we started really slow. That's very unacceptable. We should have started how we did the second half, the first half. We would have been fine the whole game. But it might have been a combination of things. First game jitters, the nerves are running. The adrenaline's really high, high energy for the first game. But at the end of the day, Washington won, and we didn't come out how we were supposed to the whole game. Opposed to, the second half when we came out playing good. That's how we should have been playing the whole game.
What was the atmosphere like up there? You guys playing at Central League Field, NFL team, NFL Stadium. You guys have gone to Michigan, you've gone to Missouri, you've gone to TCU in your 3 years there. What was it like on Saturday?
Well, I'll say this. Michigan had the most fans, and my favorite stadium leading up to that game was the New Orleans Bowl last year, but that Seattle Seahawks stadium blew them all out of the water, and that was an amazing stadium. It was loud. The atmosphere was great. It was a great experience. Would have loved to come out with the W, just like all the rest of us. But
fans treat you all right up there? Did the fans treat you okay up there?
I guess because our fans or their fans.
Their fans. I'm hoping your fans treated you well.
Our fans, yeah, they were loud. We could hear it. They had their section up there, but no, I didn't really pay too much attention to their fans. They didn't really talk and get on us as much as other places have in the past. So, they were pretty respectful.
Rene Siluano joining us, Aztecs junior defensive back. The quarterback for Washington, Keith Price, you guys did a pretty good job of not really letting him run wild on you. I think he had one decent scramble against the defense all game long, but I would imagine that was part of the game plan to not allow him to get outside the pocket whenever possible.
Yeah, and some of those scrambles when he got out, some good ones, I was blitzing on, so I was just really, I was upset that I couldn't get to him. If I was just that one step closer, maybe it wouldn't have happened. But I give it up to Keith Price. That's an amazing athlete right there for you. Good quarterback, very quick, made me miss a couple times.
And
I have all the respect for him.
Sorry, Rene, and you talked about with the blitzing as well. Was that something that you guys had to do a little bit more of than you anticipated? It seemed like their offensive line was doing a pretty good job against the initial defensive front before you guys made some adjustments.
That was probably the most I've blitzed in a game before, but it wasn't really surprising because all camp, we've been blitzing a lot, and, that's just the nature of our defense. We like to run everywhere, get to the ball quick, alignment and assignment, just tough-nosed football.
Hey, what surprised you the most on Saturday? You guys get ready for a season to start, a lot of things to think about, and sometimes stuff comes up where you thought you had it down pat and things just come up. Did anything surprise you Saturday night?
As far as things they did, no, nothing really surprised us. They're a good team, but if I did have to pick one thing that surprised me the most, it was just how slow we came out. I was just upset, and myself included, especially myself included, we just didn't come out how we were supposed to, and that's what surprised me the most because we pride ourselves on, on defense having high energy and being physical and tough and running to the ball, and we didn't do that in the first quarter and the first half like we should have.
How do you change it? What's going to have to change next time you guys play to make sure right off the bat, boom, fire's going, let's go?
We just got to play football how we know how to play football. I mean, we know how to play the game. We know how we play. We just have to come out and do that. I can't really explain. It's just that X factor that we know we have to come out faster. We didn't come out fast that game, and that was the problem.
Rene Siluano joining us here. This is the Darren Smith Show on San Diego Sports Leader XX1090, Aztecs defensive back, 3-year starter. So, Rene, you've got Army coming in here on Saturday. Talk about a difference in the first 2 weeks of the year. You go from a spread option attack to now the straight triple option. Defensively, I'd imagine you guys have had a lot of homework in the offseason getting ready for these first 2 games.
Yeah, you hit it right on the nail right there. Going from a team who runs a variety of different things out of the spread package and the pro package to a team who runs just a triple option, but they're so disciplined that they can do it to a T without making any mistakes. And their advantage is they take advantage of the defense's mistakes of not being able to line up and play against that offense. The Army is a very disciplined team. We're going to have to come out and play assignment alignment football and be tough because there's some tough players over there at Army too.
Well, we know the way Army plays. What advantages will the Aztecs have when you guys go up against them?
Flying around to the ball. We got to fly around to the ball. And we know we can do that. We did it all camp. And we know our abilities on defense of what we can do. So if we fly around to the ball, then I imagine a very great game for the defense.
Yeah, no question about it, Rene. And I know one of the emphasis for this defense every year, too, has been about creating turnovers. And you had the forced fumble, which was a potential switch of momentum. How much is that worked on a week-in, week-out basis for you guys in trying to – you talked about flying to the football, but how about getting that football away?
Every day. We stress it every day. The coaches stress it every day. Like, if you go out and see one of our practices – the first thing or the most things you'll hear out of a coach's mouth when we're doing 7-on-7 a team is get to the ball. And then when we get there, they say strip it. When we get to the ball, we just try to strip it every time just to get into that habit. You know what I'm saying? The habit of getting to the ball and just causing turnovers. Because in football, if you win the turnover battle, you have a bigger advantage of winning the game.
You guys now have 5 of your next 6 games at Qualcomm Stadium, all at home. Does that impact the way you guys prepare at all?
The way we prepare, probably not, but just emotionally, not even emotionally, just as a player, you love playing at home. Playing at home is a big advantage, but we're not going to prepare any differently. We're going to prepare hard and tough like we do every week, week in and week out, and just playing at home is a bonus. We're going to have our home crowd, our fans, our families, our fans and families start behind us, cheering us on, and it's just going to be a great game, great atmosphere.
Last thing for you, Rene, you're part of a turnaround at San Diego State now that's seen the football team go to back-to-back bowl games. That has to be a source of pride for you as an individual.
Yeah, I mean, when the year before we came in, they didn't do too great. Coach Hope did a great job while he was here, turning this program around, and we're just trying to continue that legacy. I mean, I'm very honored to, be the first generation, I guess you could say, in a sense, of the turnaround. But we're just going to try to continue this legacy, playing hard Aztec football, playing tough and physical, and being the meanest team out there.
No question about it. Rene, I really appreciate the time. Best of luck on Saturday.
Hey, thank you so much. You guys have a great day.